Loophole and Gunners to go, Ron?
Yeah, yeah.
New Jersey's 8 wins in the last 10 games. Team is really hot, much like Vancouver. This is a big week for you guys. Obviously, it's pretty important to set a good tone tonight.
Yeah, well, it's a team that's ahead of us. We're 8 points behind them, and what we've got to do in the 2 games we have left with them is win both those games to shorten the gap. But they're a team that's competing really hard on the puck right now. If you have 2 guys, they have 3. If you have 1, they have 2. And it'll be a good game for us to play against a team that competes that hard.
What's enabled Jake Gardiner, Ron, to improve as the season's gone on, when normally for a young man his age at this stage of his career, things could be difficult for him given the amount of games he's played and the minutes he's getting?
Yeah, well, he did have a tough time, I think it was December, where the games had added up and his play had fallen off, and we essentially kept them out of the games for almost 2 weeks, except, 1 game with the Marlies to kind of get back into the groove. And other than that, I think he's just used the games to gain some experience, see what works, what doesn't work at this level. And his development has been really good. He just keeps getting better and better every game.
The tools with Gardiner are obvious, but is his sense of just this hockey sense sort of sets him apart as a young guy like that?
I wouldn't call it cocky. I think he sees the ice well. His skating puts him in good position all the time. He's learned before he got here how to protect himself and move a puck along quickly and out of his own end as quick as possible. The things he does are very similar to what Ryan Suter does. So you'd have to give his college coach, Mike Eves, a lot of credit in terms of teaching him how to use his body to protect the puck. He's pretty darn good at that.
With a young team like you have, is there a danger of the trade deadline being a bit of a distraction? Just want to focus on
Well, the fortunate part now is it's only 1 week or less than a week, so beyond that, this week probably be difficult. But the players, it's completely out of their hands. I was reading what Dubinsky said in New York, and he's dead bang on. There's nothing he can do about it. He wants to be a Ranger. He's going to play his best. If they trade him, it's completely beyond his control.
Ron, is the power play fighting a little bit for confidence right now, last few weeks?
In a couple games. In a couple games, it's looked really good. We had a good power play that resulted in a big goal for us in Edmonton. Other than that, we're getting 1 or 2 power plays a game. It's hard to find generally a rhythm that goes, if you get 5 or 6, it's a different story. But we're only getting 2 or 3 maybe in a game, and it's sometimes hard to find a rhythm. You're basically expected to go 1 for 1 or 1 for 2 in the power play, which is a pretty hard pace to keep up when you're only getting the odd opportunity in games.
Defensively, you guys struggled at times on those 3 games, just different things at different times. Is there something that was addressed?
Yeah, we've talked about some things. So we've got to get back to playing our speed game. We've been sitting waiting for something bad to happen. We've got to play with speed throughout our whole game.
Just when you think Marty might be slowing down, he goes on a big run like he has recently. Can you talk about his staying power?
No, that's phenomenal that at his age he's able to accomplish so much. I think you do see the cream always rises to the top later in the season, and that seems to be the case with Marty. He handles the puck so well. He gets his defenseman out of trouble, and obviously he's been making saves left and right. And that's good to see that someone who's had a career like that continues to play so well.